Takamatsu Airport, and this morning we woke up, went down and had some breakfast, our last breakfast here in Japan, and then we went over to the stationery shop that I was talking about that I thought Lynn would really be interested in, and it ended up being she was extremely interested and wanted to know why we didn't go to one earlier. After that, we were, well, first off, at the stationery store, I was able to buy my pen. Lynn was able to get a stamp and some other stationery goods. And I was able to kind of show her all the different Japanese stationery that you could get while here. And it's fantastic. Like, Lynn wanted to know why we didn't live in one of these, or how come we couldn't have half this stuff in our stationery stores in America. But other than that, we saw a used games and toy store across the street, so we did a quick run over there. I actually have no footage of the inside of it because they had a whole game center at the beginning, and they tend not to like you to take footage of game centers when you're there, so I just avoided it. But I do have a shot of the outside. This other place Lynn was also really blown away by, thinking that it's like, wait, they have these type of shops here? And I just remember the big one in Okayama they used to go to all the time. And Lynn was able to buy the final souvenirs that she needed, as well as she was able to get an amiibo that she was been looking for years. So pretty cool. Now her Animal Crossing amiibos collection is pretty set. After that, we came back to go get gas and to turn in the car, and then shipped off to the airport. We're about an hour before the flight. The waiting area here is pretty crazy. We almost walked right by the security area. The first thing we did was get lunch. The first thing we did was check in and turn in our suitcases, and then we got lunch, which was just simple udon. I don't actually have official footage of the exterior of the restaurant. Didn't think of it. I was looking for the security. But one kind of funny thing is that we walked right by the security, and unknowingly I filmed the security area. So, but at the very end of the footage of the security area is the restaurant we ate at. And I don't know if I mentioned this just now, but we got udon. Very simple. Niku udon, it's delicious. Lynn mentioned how clean and clear the flavors were, and how impressed she was at Marugame in San Francisco, at least, at the Stonestown Mall that we go to. How that tastes pretty close to what we have here, if not the same. And then finishing that up, we went through the security area, which again, we like walked by. And now we're sitting in the waiting room for the plane. Sounds like the plane just got in. So we'll see what happens here. We're checked in and good to go all the way to San Francisco. We'll pick up our luggage in San Francisco, so everything should be good to go. Other than that, I think, yeah, we're pretty set. Check back in a moment here once we actually kind of start moving. I'm looking forward to landing in Haneda. We actually have 3 hours there. Technically we could leave the airport if we wanted to and actually go do something, but we won't be able to get too far. Like, Shibuya is 45 minutes away. But I have a better idea. Once we land, a strange thing for this to be the better idea. There are actually 2 airport lounges that we could go visit. I think we'll take advantage of the priority pass that I have and go to one of the lounges. But we'll see what happens. We'll check back in a moment here. Alright, and welcome back. This is definitely to be a shorter video than the others in this series, as there's not much to say. We were successfully able to load onto her plane, take off. There was just an hour-long flight, so it was really just like getting the special Skytime juice, which is a peach and grape juice mixture, as well as like a side of
their mixed like nut snack. It's a Japanese snack. I forget what it's called, but it comes in a cool gel bag. We landed at Haneda, which it was actually a little bit of a distance to where we needed to be again. Like when we got here, we were in a different terminal, so we had to hop on to a bus that took us over to the main terminal where we would just wait. And like I said before, there was a priority pass lounge that we're able to use, so we went searching for it. And when I say searching for it, I literally mean searching for it. Priority pass is kind of like one of those things that's up in the air with me. If I'm in the United States, it's like good. But outside of the United States, I'm not 100% sure. Lynn took advantage of it in Europe. It said that it was great. But so far, what I've seen in Asia, and maybe this is an Asian thing, it's not as good as it could be. That being said, we did find this like crazy, well camouflaged priority pass lounge that we're able to get into. Got in. It was quite packed, actually. There was a lot of people there. And there was a slight wait to get in, but nothing too bad. The food was okay. Like, you got like onigiri or rice balls. There was like some dim sum type items. There was a curry that you could get. At least they had all the drinks. I would say that's probably the main thing that's been consistent over all the lounges that I've been to. But unfortunately, I don't really like drinking before I get onto a plane, so I don't really drink all that much. It's all about the food for me. And so getting in there, getting the food, sitting down, relaxing, using their internet to just watch some like YouTube or whatnot before a pretty uneventful flight home. Lynn and I hopped on to the flight, came back home. Really was not much to it. Got picked up. The food on the plane was cool. So one of the dishes that I wanted to get in Ehime when we were there and unable to was this like colorful don or rice bowl. Like I want to call it a bento almost. It's this rice dish that it's covered with all these different toppings, and each one I think represents something, and it's well known in Ehime Prefecture. I wanted to get it in Matsuyama when we're close to the castle, but totally forgot. There was like a specialty restaurant. Luckily, we were actually able to get that on the flight home though, so it wasn't as amazing as what you would have saw at Ehime, but it was something I was like, Lynn, this is what I wanted to show you, so we were able to get that. Also, I don't know what the theme of curry is, but we seem to have gotten it at like every place that we went to, like the lounge, but we also got curry on the flight home as well. Other than that, we landed in San Francisco safe and sound. We're able to get right out, hop on to the car. We had Lynn's boyfriend pick us up, and we were back at the house. And that's pretty much the end for this trip. Funny enough, we have another trip to Japan coming up in April. So this will be us going back to Japan and going to the Star Wars convention that's there and then exploring again. So look forward to more Japanese vids coming. Anyhow, thanks for watching the series if you have, and hopefully you can catch more of it if you want to go back. But it's been fun going to Shikoku. Lynn said this was her best trip to Japan as of yet, which is interesting. I wonder if Kyushu could beat this, but we'll see. She enjoyed everything we did, from meeting up with our friends and Kochi to, and then driving all the crazy mountain roads all over Shikoku, going to the ocean side to see the dolphins, seeing all the animals, the bear, the snakes, the tanuki. That was like such a crazy thing. But overall, the trip has been a very successful and a pleasurable one, and I do hope to go back. There are things that we missed, things that we could come back and see. And so I guess until the next videos or the next series, we'll see you then.